So these I bought a while ago. It's another Nike Terminator low, and it's called the Liberte. And I thought it was a collab at first. When I saw these online, I thought there would be a collab. And what sold me is basically the colorway. So it's got sort of neutral colorways, and it's got loads of sort of grey sort of panels on there in the white, and sort of the sailed out midsole, and it just looks really cool. And even the Nike logo at the back is more sort of almost sort of imprinted in rather than it being a print. I guess embossed. And the sock liner feels different as well. It feels a bit smoother and a bit nicer, and the trainer itself feels like the materials feel nice. They're kind of made up of sort of nubuck and suede, but the suede is sort of more of a rough texture. And overall, I think the materials are different. It's almost like it would pass off as a craft version because of all the different materials that are used on here. Liberte obviously means freedom, so I'm not sure where that comes in, and I'm sure this was probably meant to be a collab but didn't end up being a collab, I imagine. It's still a cool sneaker, and not sure if I'll be keeping these eventually and maybe selling them on, because I find the comfortability on these not great, and I have the black premium pair which I'm going to stick with, and which I really like because they are actually premium. So here's details for the Nike Terminator Low Liberty. It comes in a Phantom, Wolf Grey and Coconut Milk colourway, and it has a EVA midsole. And it's made up of all leather and suede upper materials. It's like a mix of those materials. And the price was £120. So with the comfort and sizing, I feel these have a firm sole. There's not really much give to them. They feel similar to a sort of standard Nike Dunk, really. So don't expect too much sort of support around the arch either. It's very flat. It's meant to be a basketball sneaker in kind of the mid 80s, so just bear that in mind. And the wearing time for these, I think, is sort of 5 to 10 hours really. The leather is okay in terms of quality, so it's going to take a little bit of time to sort of break in. And I think true to size works on these. It works fine, and I think if you have a really sort of wide foot, then probably go up half size, or if you like wearing thick socks, then go up half size. And it's just got herringbone traction in there, so it's going to be great because of the flat sole, so you're going to have stability anyway. In terms of the look and style, it's an iconic 80s basketball design, so in that respect you can see like the Nike on the heel tab is slightly different, and this feels almost like a collab that isn't a collab, so I'm not sure what the story is there. And it does have sort of simple neutral colour palette. And with this one, I think you can sort of rock it sort of spring, autumn, winter. During the summer, it's going to be, I think, a bit too hot to wear really because of the suede and the leathers. And I think casual wear, maybe even going towards a smart casual, you can probably rock these because they don't look as loud as a standard Terminator Low, because you have a blanked out Nike heel, and also the colours itself look a bit more sort of mature. And I would say go with sort of grey or sail or white laces. So final thoughts, I like that it's a newly retroed design, and they've not seen this for, I think, maybe for quite a while now actually. And I do like the neutral colours on this particular pair. And it also has a soft inner lining. It's not satin, but I don't know, I quite put my finger on the material, but it feels slightly rubbery as well. But it feels different to some of the other Terminator Lows that I've seen. In terms of the cons, the cost, I think at £120 are asking a lot of money for these. And also the comfort is just very sort of standard stuff. Like I said, it feels like a Nike Dunk. And the insole is a bit kind of on the cheaper side, so it feels, if you're not wearing thick socks and you're wearing thin socks, and you really sort of feel that roughness on your toes. So with the ratings, I give the look and style for this one, I think, a 4 out of 5. It's a nice looking sneaker and really cool looking, and it's not as nice as the black and white pair. And the comfort, I give it a 3. I think it's a standard sort of Nike Dunk area really. And the quality, I give that a 4 out of 5. It's a nice looking sneaker, and the materials are nice on this, and I wouldn't say they're premium like the black pair. I think the pricing, I'll give it a 3 as well. I think it's okay. It should be better in terms of price. I think it's similar to a sort of a Nike Dunk, so for that reason I would place it sort of £100, and because maybe it's using slightly more premium, even to the £110 mark. But overall, it's a solid sneaker, so for that reason I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a nice sneaker to rock and own, and especially if you just want a sort of low-key Terminator low.